Wells Fargo shakes up the crypto world with plans to acquire staggering 21 million Bitcoin. The move revealed in a SEC filing adds fuel to the growing institutional interest in Bitcoin, as the third largest US bank embraces Bitcoin exposure through the ETFs. Optimism reigns high for renewed market inflows and a potential price surge. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. So here we are, starting off with breaking news. Wells Fargo, America's third largest bank, now owns spot Bitcoin ETFs. Banks are in a FOMO. Americans choosing violence into the weekend once more. A true classic. Next up, an anonymous legend from 2010 logged onto Reddit today just to prove he holds 500 Bitcoin worth $30 million. As we could see this on the screenshot, is still owning more than 5,000 Bitcoins as he said, and he is showing his 500 Bitcoins. We assigned Bitcoin message as well, so that's crazy how these people still holding these amounts right away. Justin Jack Dorsey predicts at least 1 million Bitcoin price by 2030. Big deal how Finney predicted a $10 million. The next stop, if you are not part of the power structure, starting with central banks, government, and military industrial complex, you are just gonna be slave to the system forever. The only way we can opt out is Bitcoin, where they can't steal our wealth. Just in, the private jet charter service Candy Jets now accepts Bitcoin Lightning payments. Bitcoin is holding up the $1.1 trillion to $1.2 trillion mark pretty strongly. Bounce is coming soon. What do we have next on the on here? Is Bitcoin is still trading inside a 7-year long channel, and if this halving event consolidation plays out similarly to the previous one, the best is yet to come. Time to break the mid-range once and for all. More than $100,000. New CEO of Hong Kong Bitcoin ETF issuer Harvest wants to put the ETF on Stock Connect to allow mainland Chinese investors to buy it. Show this to your no-coiner friends that think they are late to the Bitcoin. Bitcoin mined to 19.7 million. Global wealth $900 trillion. Current Bitcoin price 63,000. 20% of Bitcoin is lost, which is almost 4 million. Bitcoin market cap is 19.7 million minus 3.9 million on a price of 63k is only less than $1 trillion. Bitcoin monetary adoption is only 0.11%. So basically it can't do the 1000x, but sure think it can do the 10x and maybe even 20x in the long term. And the next stop, what do we have here? As bull market pullbacks are a necessary thing to cleanse the market of greed and euphoria. After weeks of Bitcoin slowly pulling back 23%, market sentiment has died down, and being bullish is considered falsely, as this market will go higher until everyone believes it will. In this thread, I will explain PO3 as accumulation, manipulation, distribution, second bullish and bearish PO3, third how to trade PO3, fourth formation of PO3, and the Bitcoin analysis as the last. Accumulation. Accumulation is a phase in the market where smart money or institutional investors are buying. During accumulation, the price is relatively stable, creating an impression of little activity. Behind the scenes, investors are accumulating high bullish volume. 1.2 Manipulation. Manipulation refers to international actions taken by smart money to control, influence the price for their benefits. Usual price spikes, drops that don't align with fundamentals may suggest manipulation, as deviations below support with a big buying pressure. 1.3 is distribution, as smart money starts selling their accumulated positions after making new highs. During distribution, the price may exhibit a weakness or struggle to move higher after a big uptrend. Volume might increase, but price progress is limited or declining within a time. Bullish PO3 is confirmed by Accumulation, longs are buying up and prices in a range. 2. Manipulation, market sells off below the range, creating liquidity. And 3. Distribution, the price expands upwards, breaking MS with a strong bullish candles and bullish volumes. 2.1 Bearish PO3 is confirmed by accumulation, the price enters in range. 2. Manipulation, the price aggressively rallies above the range, creating liquidity above last highs. And 3. Distribution, price expands downwards, breaking the MS with a strong bearish candles. 3. How to trade PO3. Let the price range in accumulation. 2. Wait for a manipulation and stop hunt below range. 3. Place a long position when price takes the next bullish FG. Support NMS should be HH and HL to hold your positions. 4. Formation of PO3. As you already know, we can categorize PO3 as bullish or bearish. These are the formations of each one of them. Study how price is formed, memorize these market structures. And 5 is Bitcoin analysis. Bitcoin is currently making HH and HL in LTF, has a main resistance and pull of liquidity at 65,000. Meanwhile, its support is at 60,000 with the weekend ahead. I don't expect a big movement, probably keeps ranging between the prices. Breaking news, third largest US bank discloses spot Bitcoin ETF exposure. Wealth manager Wells Fargo joins the growing list of firms with spot Bitcoin ETF exposure. A new filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission shows the bank has acquired Bitcoin exposure, sparking debate among crypto users. The institutional investor follows a growing list of United States wealth managers to gain exposure to the largest cryptocurrency after the approval of spot ETFs on January 11th. According to SEC filings, Wells Fargo has positioned in Grayscale Bitcoin ETF as ProShares Bitcoin Futures ETF, etc. The news comes following previous projections of renewed institutional inflows in the market. Wells Fargo drives new Bitcoin ETF optimism. The news of the third largest bank in the United States gaining Bitcoin exposure through ETFs is a huge for the market amidst concerns of dwindling inflows to ETFs. Coming out of the 2022 bear market, the anticipation for spot Bitcoin ETFs drove inflows to the assets. As a result, the price of Bitcoin soared above 44,000 in December after heightened investment in Q4 2023. This year, the approval led to an all-time high for the asset above 72,000, with inflows surging to a new highs. However, the Q1 dominance of Bitcoin ETFs has lost a slight stream with recent market liquidations and the price of the asset plunging below 62,000. The disclosure by Wells Fargo and other firms like Susquehanna International Group on spot Bitcoin ETFs can trigger a new market direction. So a new all-time high is probably happening soon. Bitcoin bulls continue to tip a new high for the asset, swinging out of a short-term fluctuations. Positive sentiment can be sparked by Fed rate cuts at upcoming US elections. A Fed cut will see investors move funds to risky assets, which is strength for the market. This week, Standard Chartered restated its bullish projection for Bitcoin price, as analysts at the bank tips as possible 150,000 price for Bitcoin. Inflows to spot Bitcoin products remain a bullish factor for every analyst, and the Wells Fargo report could be a rallying point for participants. So that's kind of all the information we have for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.